No. Miracles do happen. How's everyone doing? Oh no.
Line working? Talking, talking, testing. My hills are alive with the sound of music. I'm audible, right? Thank you, thank you. Right, so Pact Tactics, what were we doing last time? Hagatha, what were we doing? We're doing something.
Oh, you can't do that to me.
Yes, I can. I just did.
Something.
Just tell like Hagatha remembers it.
Something to do with the mind. There's like a weird boulder thing in the mine that doesn't move no matter what. And there was a big thing that's trying to eat people. I think.
Hagatha, sit down. I
should like.
Got you.
Okay, there it goes. Somehow my microphone got switched.
So we ended up going to Faerun in a really bad neighborhood. And there's a mine which miners can't mine out of because everything weighs way too much. And there is a huge magical source coming from somewhere in the mine. And there's also creatures outside of the mine trying to murder people, with one person already dead.
Which is no bueno.
And the last we left off, we had exited the mine, and we were going to head to the tavern in the mine. And then we hear a scream from further part of town, with one person already dead.
Which is no bueno.
And the last we left off.
Yeah, all my notes say is rock doesn't move southwest, beast eating dwarfs. I think that sums it up.
All right.
Something about abjuration too. Yeah, all my notes say is rock doesn't.
That's pretty decent. But you're there investigating murders on behalf of a doctor.
Oh yeah.
From the collective, who has been posing as a doctor from a collective of
Dr.
magic.
Nefarious, right?
Dr. Nefarious.
Dr. Nefar.
Dr. Nefar.
His first name is Eos.
Yes.
Yes.
Nefar.
I was thinking of Despicable Me, apparently.
Yeah. Inspiration strikes at all weird hours and times.
That's what I wrote down as Nefarious. Waterdeep. Oh, yeah.
Yes. So, so you went investigating, and you met with people in the town, and you've got a kind of a running list of who died, and you went into the mine and was investigating and felt all these powerful magics. When you came out, time had skipped in your estimation.
Oh, yeah.
You had lost about 3 hours. You went in the afternoon time, light was still out. You came out, it was dark. You were walking with the head of the mine, Carl Duban. As you got into town, you heard a blood-curdling scream.
Carl.
So, but to the normal introductions. Hi, I'm Ram, the DM. Here with my friends. We have Amy and Mason and the not so hungry Brian. And we are Pact Tactics, part of Pact Tactics. The rest of those still off doing baby things. But if you like our stuff, follow, subscribe, comment, participate in chat. We like to see you in chat. I'm watching chat as we speak. So if you want to say hi, I'm there. So let's jump in with you guys are in town. It's at night. Cutter is glowing as his normal glowy self.
We just heard someone scream.
Yep, blood curdling scream from the southeast. And action.
Gregorovic starts running in that direction.
Hagatha right behind.
Cutter is going to go zooming ahead. As Cutter is going, he's going to use the drift cloak that he has on him to cast daylight, which gives him combined with reflective scales, 70 feet of bright light, plus an additional 70 feet of dim light, and the first 10 feet of light surrounding him is true sunlight due to reflective scales effects. So basically, he looks like a star that just goes zooming away from me off in that direction.
All right. Shooting star known as Cutter goes zooming off. Nookie, do you follow?
Yeah, but I'm not going to run. I use my loot, and I cast Levitate. And I have the head of the mine. I'm like, could you give me a push? Because this is downhill, right?
It's a gentle downhill. It's not anything crazy.
Yeah, but it's perfect for like a skateboard. So I'm kind of gonna just like skateboard down.
All right.
How good are you at lasso? Because I can picture.
You just grab onto Greg and he'll pull you.
As you guys take off, Carl says, I'll go get the protector. She's probably in the bar. And he runs off the opposite direction. Town's not all that big. So between Gregorovich and Hagatha, you guys are running. Nookie, you're just kind of gliding in the background. Roll a perception check for Sir Cutter to see what he sees.
Oh.
Sir Cutter receive vast amount of light radiating off of him. And a +3 to perception. Rolled a 10.
A 10.
Just kind of general observation at this point.
He's got the area of where the scream came from. Redirects you just a little bit, but doesn't really see anything. You guys eventually come running, Hagatha and Gregorovich, to two buildings next to each other, and there's a cut through in between them, and you see a human, female, looks like a miner, a little bit older, you would guess. And she's like grabbing her neck as she's got a dagger in her hand with blood on the end of it.
Ooh.
Okay, running over to her.
Don't pull it out.
Is she bleeding? She's bleeding from her neck?
Yeah, she's got some kind of wound here, but she's like...
I pull her hand away and I cast Cure Wounds.
Cause she's like, what are you doing? She's like, I'm bleeding here.
Yes, now stop resisting and I can fix it.
Fine. And
Fine.
she pulls it away, and you see like a scratch in the neck, and then like one actual like puncture.
So a scratch and a puncture wound?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, so Pie's gonna photograph that. And then
I forgot about Pie.
yeah, placing hand over her neck, the metal on his hand actually kind of shifts a little bit, and it starts suturing up the wound.
That's weird. That thing came at me. I thought it would get me, but I was quicker than it. I stabbed it good.
What thing?
I don't know, the thing.
Which way did it go?
I fled off into the woods that way, and she points down this alley, and it's generally southeast.
I communicate that to Cutter and have Cutter go heading off in that direction.
I will follow Cutter. Because I see Greg Scott, the lady under control, so...
I'll be along shortly. Can I take that knife? It's evidence. I'm assuming you stabbed the creature with it?
I did. I'm not giving you my weapon. It's the only thing I got to protect myself. You can screw off. Thanks for healing me, though.
Axe. My hand axe.
Oh, deal.
Thank you.
Just take the blood off the knife!
There's a plastic baggie he just pulls out from nowhere, puts the knife in it, seals it, tucks it away. And yeah, I'll chase off after him.
About that time, Nookie, you come rolling on it.
You good?
Nookie, pick up the
We're
pace!
chasing after a thing.
Which way?
Towards the ball of sunlight. So point at Cutter in the sky.
All right.
You want to give me a push?
He's got a rope around his waist and...
I pull out a rope, and one end of rope, and just hand it to him. Hold on tight. And I start running, pull dragging him behind me.
All right. Another perception check for Cutter and a survival check for Hagatha.
Okay. We're survival. Okay.
17 from Cutter.
17, okay.
5 for Agatha.
Agatha, you get into the woods and you're like, oh, look, a trail, and you off a, you found a like rabbit tracks, and you're like, ooh, tracks, and you go to those because you know you're looking for tracks.
I don't know why, but I pictured her like tripping on a root and face planting into the dirt.
How do you think you found?
Her hitting,
How do you think you found the tracks?
The horse is just like, oh god damn it!
How do you think you found the tracks? Face plant. Said, oh look, tracks.
Tracks. That's what I'm looking for. Briar bushes aren't poisonous, right?
Cutter. Cutter doesn't see anything humanoid shaped, no movement. He does comment they've scared off some animals, though.
Okay. So animals have been scared off. Okay.
Cutter, I think I found something.
See if he
Look
can
like trapped.
See, they'd be running away from something and then trying to turn away because it probably was chasing right after them, they would think. So, kind of, I want him to go in the direction, still probably in a southeasterly direction, that's kind of offline from where those animals are running from.
Okay. He heads
Like,
off.
I'm thinking of it like, here's the animals, and then they start running away and then start splitting off to get out of the path.
Right.
I'm going to have him, like, trying to figure out where that path is
Okay.
that they're trying to get away from.
All right.
I realized I could have added a D4 to that, I think, because it's a ability check, right?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Okay.
It's okay. Every story needs a rabbit trail.
Yeah, and I don't think it really would not have made a difference.
All right. So you're all in the woods. You want to keep pursuing, I take it?
Oh yeah, Agatha doesn't know any better.
All right. So you're going to just keep pounding southeast directions, or are you going to see if you can't find tracks? Like, how you doing
if Cutter
this?
can't find any indication of anything going, even with like a 70-foot light radius coming off of him, after a while, yeah, he's. I would have him come back.
Yeah. He goes out a good ways. You guys push into the woods. You see him in there, but you also get that, you know, he's this ball of light in the sun, and then he's casting shadows all over the place. He gets pretty far out, and he's like, he telepathically back to you, is like, I ain't got nothing, boss.
All right, come back for now. Let's try and see if we can find where this thing's tracks.
All right.
And yeah,
Just
you're gonna see if you
Cutter,
can
come and get
follow his
me.
trail and find the traps or the tracks. By the way, have you seen where Hagatha went?
Nope.
All right. Well, she's talented at being able to find people. That was in Thane's notes that she's a capable. What was the word he used? Personal acquisitions individual.
I turn on my watch because aren't we able to like locate each other?
Generally, yeah.
Like find my iPhone.
Yeah.
Find my Hagatha.
Find the Hagatha.
Ping Agatha's watch.
Find my iParty.
Wait, did she turn on her personal location?
I don't know. She doesn't know how to use this.
Arrow, can you
Buttons.
turn on Hagatha's personal locator? Also, Hagatha, are you all right? Oh,
I
no,
picture
she's been
her
captured.
like I picture her following the rabbit tracks and then to a hollowed out fallen log, but she's gets stuck. Not like terribly, but just a little bit. Like it's just muffled.
Yep, that's what you hear.
She's been captured.
I
She's been
think
captured and she's gagged. We need to find her.
I think she does get herself out and she's like, I'm fine. I just got a little stuck. I think I was actually following rabbits at this point. I think maybe I don't know. The tracks were really small, but it looked promising. So, did we lose it?
I think we lost track of it, yes. I'm going to see if we can't pick up its trail along the path it was traveling.
All right.
Right.
Yeah, Hagatha will meet up with Greg and Connor and Luki.
All right.
Walk towards the light.
It's kind of hard to ignore.
All right. Go ahead and roll survival checks looking for tracks, everybody.
Survival?
Who was a good survival?
I have a plus one, and I just rolled a nat 20.
Okay, moot point. I was about to say, Greg could give someone a hand, or Cutter could give someone a hand. You know what? Just for the hell of it, I'll see if I can roll. I rolled a 17 with Cutter helping me.
All right. Hagathar. You're still distracted by the light, Hagatha.
Just picking out
fair,
Bart.
He would have gone and probably been hovering around her. The first 10 feet is like through sunlight, so.
Again, like blinded by Connor and just like trips over yet another branch and falls.
Nookie, you pick up. You kind of pull yourself through the woods, and you see footprints, like unshod footprints, leading out of the town into the woods, and you follow it, and then there's a space, like a gap that you've noticed, and then there is you pick up canine tracks. And it leads off in the direct southeast.
Okay.
Did you find something, Nippy?
Yeah. So they're headed southeast, and they're canine tracks.
Woof.
Some sort of animal then.
Yup.
Well,
would you like to send your little glowy, but have him stop glowing?
Well, it might be a good idea to have daylight, but Cutter can see if he can
Turn it down
locate
just a
animals or plants. I'll have Cutter cast locate animals or plants, looking specifically for wolves, I guess,
K9.
or canine. Yeah, dog. If I can do general dogs, sure.
I don't see why you can't just. You can. I think you could specific it and generalize it.
Okay.
See why not? And
So you look in direction distance, the closest creature or plant of that kind within 5 miles, if any, are present.
Okay, so he picks up a couple hits for K9. He gets several behind him in the town.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets 3 within 5 miles. Out this way. He's like, I got 3 of them. They're all genetic. Well, one's really far away. Oh, well, that's a lot. Whoa, I need a drink.
No.
Later.
Damn. Wait, there's 3. Wait, and now 2.
All right, so there's one that was moving away. Damn, 5 miles already. if that's our culprit, they travel freaking 5 miles really fast.
I was gonna say.
I don't think that's. Yeah, I don't think that's them.
It might be worth at least investigating.
Oh, there it is. Nope, it's gone again.
It's a blink dog.
Okay, so just a random blink dog. All right. Well, we can try and pursue that. It's only 5 miles.
And you do have a positive trail. You like Nookie, you see these prints and they go off almost directly southeast.
And that's roughly the direction where Cutter's picking up that one that just ran out.
Yep.
I mean, we have canine footprints. We have a canine who just ran out of a 5-mile radius spell in that same direction. It's at least worth investigating.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's go.
All right.
Mark.
So you follow the tracks, and we'll keep that natural 20 because Nookie, you are natural 20. You're on top of it.
I imagine because I'm levitating above it, like I can see them before they get like stepped on and.
Yeah. The levitation is helping. This canine is it is sprinting. You can tell by the pattern of the tracks. It is running fairly quickly. You follow it for a couple of minutes, not too long, and the tracks suddenly disappear.
Odd.
You guys take a look around, and the only thing worth noting is a fairly large tree in the area, and that is it. No
Should
other
I
tracks,
do
nothing.
Should I do detect magic?
Do I get building vibes from the tree?
Building?
I'm an engineer. Do I get building vibes from the tree?
You are not cutting the tree down to make anything.
Is there a foundation?
It would.
Is there a proper security system set up around it?
It is
like a wireless security.
It is a very tall, very straight tree, very old. This would make excellent lumber.
You know, probably make good things out of this tree. What?
No.
I'm just pointing out facts. I'm not saying I'm going to cut the tree down.
No.
What?
Just no. Not what we're here for.
I was just making an observation. All right. The tracks just stop at the tree or near the tree or adjacent to the tree?
At the tree.
At the tree?
Well,
I would
go
like
up
to
and knock on it.
investigate the tree.
Investigate that tree, sir.
I'm going to have Cutter help me because he's bringing a big beacon of light with him because that lasts for an hour.
Agatha is going to detect magic.
Okay. Agatha, you detect magic, and you just sense the party.
Unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20. That's a tree.
It's definitely a tree.
Potter, can you go up
Do I
and
know
check
what
out
kind
the
of tree it is?
canopy?
I have proficiency in nature.
Oak.
Oak. Is this native to the surrounding area?
Most trees around here are evergreen. This is a rare leaf-bearing tree.
Can I want to ask Oog if he can go up to the top of the tree and see what he could see up there. Maybe there be something.
Cutter, you ask Cutter to go up. Cutter goes up. More tree.
I would send Cutter with Oog. So yeah.
Excuse me. I heard Cutter. I did not hear Oog.
I did say Cutter first.
Okay. Oog goes up, scares the ever-living shit out of a family of squirrels. But other than that, just tree.
Okay. Nothing flying around. No.
Nope. Look up in the sky. No birds.
Are there marks on the tree at all, as if anyone had just climbed it? Stretch marks.
No missing bark. No. Nothing displaced. Nothing funny about it. Just a tree.
All right, come back down.
I'm gonna have Cutter ping for canines again.
He pings for canines. He's like, there's only besides the ones in the town, there's only 2.
All right.
Are we gonna go try and find them, or are we gonna go back to town and regroup?
Well, they're 2 and they're off that way, and he points more south.
We were going southeast. So,
Are they keeping the same sort of pacing, moving southward as the one was before, or are they just milling about?
They aren't. He says that they're moving slowly, like they have been.
Okay.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
Or it became something else. Maybe it's a druid.
How big were the tracks? Were they like a normal canine size, or were they much larger?
Dire wolf.
They weren't dire wolf. Probably. What's your nature?
+3.
+3. Oh,
half proficiency.
Same.
Half proficiency. Oh, this is probably something. Dog, fox, small wolf, coyote.
So it's on the smaller side.
Yeah.
It's a dwarf. That's a werewolf.
Yeah. All right. So we've lost track of it.
I think we should go back to town and regroup and try to.
Just real quick, I want to check around this tree's roots
Mm-hmm.
to see if there's any sort of opening or a cave possibly that leads under this tree.
All right, make another investigation.
I'm gonna have Cutter help me again. Natural 20 for a 26 total.
Ooh.
26. You find roots and dirt.
Yeah, nothing really else here. Dang it. All right. Any other thoughts? Any other ideas?
What did we get from the detect magic?
The
Nothing.
party.
Just the party.
Okay.
I did get the knife that the victim was using to defend herself off. I have some of its blood. I don't know if either of you are able to do any sort of divination on it.
Not that I know of. Maybe somebody in town?
We can check whenever we get there. It makes sense. Maybe a cleric in town.
What are you trying to do about the blood?
Just trying to see if we can track who it belongs to, or get some insight about it.
That's a nature check, right? Yeah.
No,
I mean,
he's talking about locate object using the blood. Jeez.
Oh,
It's locate creature, Cutter. You're cut off for the rest of the week. No more alcohol. No more alcohol.
I haven't had a drop.
Agatha
Why
might have.
can't you look me in the eye?
I thought I heard something. It could have been a canine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go look.
We can still see you from here.
You see the light just behind a tree.
See the brief shadow of like a little flask show up.
I have an idea.
Yes.
Why don't we stake out this area?
Stake out?
Or stake out an area back in town where
Around where the lady got.
The thing comes into town. We know it comes in through the woods. Why don't we stake out at the wood line? Because I have a spell that will protect us. And you guys have dark vision.
Yeah.
So you guys should have no issue.
Ooh. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I mean, if that's cool with you guys.
Yeah, let's.
It's worth a shot. Yes. Ray, out of curiosity, in terms of location where the victim was attacked, is it around some of the other areas that the other victims have been attacked at, or just?
It's near another one, but you have gotten the feeling by looking at the attack locations, it's random. It's whoever's doing it is waiting for the opportunity.
But it's near the wood line typically, like
there's some at the edge of town, some on the inside of town, some near the mine, some not near the mine. Like it's just if you take.
But it seems like it keeps. Sorry. Go ahead.
If you take a second and look at it, and you look at locations, it is literally like right place, wrong time is the sense you get. He's looking for somebody, he found somebody in the right place. Because there's no pattern to it. There's no, I'm sticking to the south side of town. I'm only sticking near the mine. It's all over the place. And I mean, there's only now 6 victims, but
usually when the creature runs off, it runs off back towards the woods. Right?
Typically.
So for most of the attacks and stuff, the creature comes out of nowhere, according to them, and then it just takes off like south-ish direction.
From the survivors, we could say you've interviewed them to a point,
or just the reports or something.
I have the reports memorized thanks to Pi.
Yeah, from the reports, it's the creature retreated towards the woods, or towards the edge of town.
Okay.
Now, depending on where he was, maybe the western woods were closer or whatnot, but it was always attack
back towards the woods.
Is there an area, would we have noticed an area back in town that would give us a good view of the area? Like a watchtower or something tall enough where we could use it as a watchtower?
I can build a watchtower.
The best view of the town as a whole is up towards the mines. But watchtower-wise, nothing really sticks out.
I could build a watchtower.
We don't have time.
I mean, I can skip doing the flamethrowers, but I can have it built.
No.
I'm assuming we're having this conversation as we're walking back to town.
Yeah,
assume so.
Yeah. I think we should go back to the mines.
As we're walking back, I want to make sure, like, I want to kind of keep an eye behind us and, like, basically just, keeping my head on a swivel to make sure things aren't going to attack us.
Yeah, I'll let Oog know, just like keep an eye on the skies.
Before you leave the area, Oog actually goes to you, Haggathis, like, I could stay by the tree.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Oog.
I can be in a shadow, and I'm literally invisible because I am one.
Oh, will you be okay
Sure,
up there?
It's going to be dark once we take Cutter with us.
I'll do it.
But-
I can maybe a little bit.
Well, is there a full moon out tonight?
Not exactly. It's close.
It's close. So there'd probably be some light from the moon.
Greg's gonna pick up a rock, take out his hammer and smack it real quick,
Okay.
and I'm gonna use magical tinkering, so that rock starts shedding bright light in a 5-foot radius and dim light for an additional 5 feet. Would this be enough for you?
Ooh. You see, like her Haggis's head pop up, a shadow pop up.
If you want to stay here, I can put this at the base of the tree, but remember, you need to keep hidden. Best you can.
I could do that. You see it nod. You can't hear him,
down.
but he like nods and he points and like.
All right. I placed that down, and that lasts forever until I personally deactivate it, or if I exceed my maximum number of magical tinkerings, which is 3.
Okay.
I tell Oog, like, if it gets too scary, it's okay to come back.
Oh, I'm not afraid of running.
Okay, good. You know where the inn is and stuff, right? So you can follow us to come back.
I know exactly where you are all the time.
Okay, good. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, send him up into the tallest tree we can find.
You see, it's weird because all of a sudden you see Haggis's shadow just, and it sits at the bottom of a tree in a shadow.
No. Oog, you need to go up into the tree to see everything.
Oh, you just see Black Mask go.
Now, do we have like a telepathic type thing going on, or is it
Yeah.
just okay?
Yeah, it's familiar rules ish.
Okay.
Yeah. So you got
I
that.
really should
Get that
have
mind
like
bond.
I should actually look that stuff up. Since I've never
You can
had a
also
thing like
bamf him to you or you can bamf him into a pocket dimension, then bamf him to you.
Oh.
In action. That's a typical thing with familiars.
Agatha has never had a familiar before, so she's still figuring things out.
Gonna accidentally cast him into oblivion, and they're like, "He's back! All I had to do was snap my finger. No, he's gone." All right, so heading back to town.
Head back to town. Hold on, sorry. Just important life message came through on the phone.
But yeah, so are we gonna go straight back to the inn? Because it's getting late, right? I think. Last we knew.
It was past sundown when we got out of the caves. I think it was roughly around 6 o'clock.
Okay, so that probably
to travel almost 5 miles, it probably would have, and another 5 miles back. That's gonna take us a couple hours.
Well, his range was 5 miles. You guys didn't actually go that far.
Yeah, I didn't think we went that far into the woods.
We
Oh,
followed the tracks after him, and it led to this tree. But he probably was still his signal was well beyond. But that still means that whatever that thing is, if that's what we were tracking, if that's what was committing these crimes, is really freaking booked it. Okay.
So you make your way back to town. Yeah, takes you a little bit to get through the woods. You know, you're on edge, so you're looking in the shadows and in the light areas. You know, making sure nothing's following you. You get back to town and back to the inn, and you see this woman. She's like, even though you've healed her, she's still like the instinct to protect is still there. She's like got blood down her arms. She's got a big flagon of ale, and everyone's harumphing, and you see the protector and Carl are off to the side, and they're having a very what appears to be a very heated debate back and forth. You know, hand movements, finger pointing, and
Give the governor her umph.
yes.
I'll go over to the victim and I just lean over and give her a healing word.
Just like thank you.
Thought Greg already did that.
That large half-orc fellow already healed me, but I'll take the juice. It feels good.
Did she need more healing?
No, she was fine.
Oh, then yeah, I just never mind.
Kind of like that lingering
Never
ache
mind.
sort of thing.
Yeah, it's just like
So keep rubbing it because you feel it, but it's not there.
I picture
It's healing
the
word. It's not cure wounds. It hurts.
I was gonna say I picture this woman. I'm a woman, yeah.
Mhm.
She like has a thing for Nookie, just like, and it's like, oh yeah, you can heal me up.
Well, I'll take a healing word from you anytime.
That's what I picture for some reason.
All right, guys, where do we want to set up? Because we gotta go.
I actually did
You
want
don't want to help this lady feel better?
I did want to talk with her
No.
actually.
Okay.
Kind of get a little bit more, see if she remembers anything specifically about what she encountered. If there was anything weird leading up to that moment.
Oh, that's right. Most of the men I travel with have to not have girlfriends because they always seem to fuck us over. Sorry.
So far, like
The heart wants what the heart wants.
All right.
100%, we pick people who betray us.
It's so easy.
Agatha just has boyfriends that either fall in love with her and then she sends them on their way, or she keeps them in a sack until
Join the cult of Agatha.
yeah.
So you come up to talk to the victim.
Excuse me, ma'am. Are you feeling better?
Yeah, I'm feeling all right. It's been an odd night.
Well, are you up for going over it again? I was hoping to get some details from you about what happened.
Oh, sure.
Help shed light on this. Now, first and foremost, what is your name?
Shay.
Shag?
Shay.
Shay. Sorry, common in this area is still difficult for me to understand. Accents and everything. So Shay, real quick, what's Shay's race? I'm assuming it's a woman, right?
Yep, human woman.
Female, human. Okay. May I ask Shay, what do you do here in town? What is your profession?
I run the general goods store.
All right. Yeah, we hadn't stopped by that, so we wouldn't have met her.
Yep.
All right. And can you recount anything first off during store hours today that seemed out of the ordinary?
No, it's normal store day. Opened at sunrise, closed, locked the doors at sundown, but I had some work to do inside. Normal amount of customers, no new shipments today. Things normal.
until
Now,
it wasn't.
do you typically stay after the store is closed to do this additional work?
No, no. Usually I could get it all done during the day. It was moving some stuff around. Not, freshening up the look. I decided to do it last minute. Nothing uh, special.
Now, after you left the store, did you notice anything unusual?
Right. So, I locked the front door as I was leaving. The back was already locked. I grabbed my sack of trash and walked it to the side of the building and put it down. And next thing I know, woo-ha-ha, and I get attacked.
Do I recall seeing a bag of trash or anything near her?
You do.
Okay.
Did you get a good look at the creature at all? You could describe it?
No. It attacked me from behind and pushed me down, and then I felt an attack, attacked me at the neck, and it was wet and cold, and I felt a little bit of pressure release off my left shoulder, and I was able to roll out and stab up with my dagger my dad gave me.
How old is she, by the way? How old does she look?
She's about 39, 39 into the 40s.
Okay. So like late 30s, possibly early 40s.
Yeah.
Okay. Check
You said cold. So cold as in like a dog's nose cold, or was like the mouth cold?
It was wet but cold.
Like snow?
Yeah, like temperature cold, yeah.
Do you get snow here?
Yes.
And it's not the time of year for that.
No.
Okay.
When you got pushed down, this may be more introspective, did you feel like you were pushed by a person or by an animal? Did you feel a hand?
Hands.
Like these.
Yes, like those.
All right. And it felt like it was a humanoid who was pinning you to the ground.
Yes, I felt I heard the heavy breathing, the hands, the body weight, a black cloak.
Black cloak.
Were there any sigils on the cloak by any chance?
No, just black.
On an initial feel, do you feel like your attacker was male or female?
Does that really matter?
It can.
It wasn't. It was big framed, a lot of heavy weight.
Could have been a big lady.
Yeah, I couldn't tell.
Greg's gonna stand up to his full height. Would you say that he was as tall as me, shorter than me, larger than me? Greg's 6'3" and like 270, 280 pounds.
The height's right.
Okay.
Maybe not as broad of green shoulders.
Greg, with all the other attacks, is there anything in common with the victims? Like, do any of the victims have something that they share that might warrant somebody wanting to harm them?
Let's see. So the people who've been attacked, Jolax was a dwarf, correct?
Yes.
And that was a dwarven male.
Mm-hmm.
Sam. Did we find out if Sam was a man or woman?
Sam was male.
Sam is male.
Mm-hmm.
Was he a particular race?
Dwarf.
Remy and Sasha. Sasha, I'm guessing, is female. Is Remy female as well?
Remy is a male, another dwarf. There's lots of dwarfs here. Mining town dwarfs. Sasha was a tiefling.
Now, how many attacks have there been?
5 in total. 6 in total now. 1 dead.
And there's been at least 3 dwarfs, right?
3 dwarfs, 3
tiefling.
dwarfs, 2 humans, and a tiefling. The one tiefling in town, by the way.
Yeah. Is Shay on the shorter side?
Shay,
compared to us, probably.
I'd put her in the 5'5" range.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, were all the dwarfs working in the mine?
Mm-hmm.
Or mine workers? What about the tiefling? What was their occupation?
Tiefling was a what was the word? What's the word? Seamstress. She would
yeah.
fix clothing and tents.
Tailor. Yeah.
Yeah. Can't believe I couldn't remember seamstress.
That's all right. Words are hard.
Yeah.
And the 2 humans, we know she's a shopkeep.
Mm-hmm.
What was the other one?
Mara did also work in the mines. Mostly mine workers.
Mostly mine workers. Well, if they were all miners, then it could be because of the disturbance in the mines that might have angered something. But if got 2 shopkeeps, or a shopkeep and a seamstress, that kind of throws that off.
We also have every male so far as a dwarf. And none of the women are dwarves. Miss Shay, do you happen to know any of the other persons who have been attacked recently? What is your relationship with Remy and Sasha, Sam, and it was Mariade?
Mara. Everyone knows everyone here. I'm the only shop in town.
So is there any connection between, do you all play cards together, or do you all have, do you all go to, I don't know.
Well, there was only 50 of us in town total. I mean, everybody knows everyone. We've all had a drink or played a card game or something.
Have you ever worked in the mine before the shop?
No, I'm not a miner at all. My father works down in Neverwinter as a shopkeep, and we're the first expansion. Given the sole rights by the Duban Mining Company to supply the town.
Huh.
Miss Shay, do you know of anyone here, or perhaps in the local area, who may wish you and other persons harm?
Well, I do have a lot of people coming through the shop, and I hear things. There's rumors of a tribe of druids in the area.
Oh, really?
I was gonna say after we were done talking to him, I think it's a druid.
Yeah.
Could be a druid.
Yeah,
I think I like to think that you had mentioned that as we were walking back into town.
Yeah, some some people in towns think that, a few people think that we might have disgraced tribal land or something, and this is the revenge of the land or something like that. I don't know. That seems like fiddle faddle to me.
Well, it might be fiddle faddle to you, but it might be something sacred to another. Just maybe.
Right,
But,
right.
yeah, I can.
I'm not much of a country girl. I'm a city girl myself.
Do you happen to know roughly where these druids tend to camp? Druids are nomadic, right?
Some
Druids
some,
are-
tri- some tribes are.
Right. Do you happen to know where they camp typically?
Oh,
I can't imagine them really interacting too much with the townsfolk.
some people, some of the hunter people who go out and hunting say that they get weird vibes of someone watching them when they're more the southeast of the town.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, out of character, would Hagatha know much about druids, being from the swamp and stuff?
Yeah, you would have dealt with swamp druids and things of that nature. There's not a lot, because it's, in your area, people who have nature-based magic are worried about waking up a giant prismatic worm, and that's not
Yeah.
your thing. You're focused on your swamp.
Yeah. I wasn't sure if she knew their if they are nomadic or something.
Yeah, it's kind of knowledge that some tend to stick into an area, some wander.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you think it's just a singular druid doing it? Looking at Nookie and do you think it's just a singular one, or do you think there's a whole group of them doing this?
I don't know.
I wonder if it has anything to do with that immovable rock that's in the mind.
It's not an immovable rock. It's all rocks and gems and ore that is
It resists
excessively heavy.
Yeah.
Anything
Resist
that's
the-
mined in there. The whole mine is magical.
Right.
Which, to a primitive druidic society, might lead them to think that it is a place of sacredness to not be disturbed, as it resists disruption. But of course, there's a logical, rational reason for this.
The magic here also could not be natural. It could have been created. So,
In which case, even more of a reason why it wouldn't be a sacred site to druids.
Or it could be the druids using magic to save it. Or try to. But maybe there's I don't know. Hagatha's brain's just kind of
Just going.
Yep.
you said the mayor and the
Protector.
protector were there.
Yes, and they are having a quiet but heated debate over in the corner.
A lot of hand motions. Very Italian conversation.
Yes.
But
I will go over
Cool.
and join their conversation.
So, Nookie, as you walk over, you hear Carl going, "It's simple. We just cannot afford more guards." And the protector goes, "And you're risking everyone's life. You're so tight-wadded with all your money you've made, you can't find the time to protect someone." She slaps him across the face and pours her drink on his head and storms off.
they're married, aren't they?
She bumps into you and goes, "Good luck talking to that one. It's like talking to a rock in the mine."
Yeah, I think I might get through to him.
He's standing over there he's just dripping, and he's like, "Yeah, that's one spirited for a half elf."
I could clean it up for you,
Oh,
but I'm not gonna. No, I'm not gonna.
All right. Wouldn't be the
So-
first time I went home drenched in someone else's ale.
this is now your 6th victim here.
Right.
I suggest that you put your town on an immediate curfew at sundown. Everybody inside.
But we've got the night shift that's got to mine. I've got to be making money here. I've got investors to keep happy.
You're not going to be able to mine when everybody's dead.
Well, that's why you're here.
Is it?
Nah, want you here to get to the bottom of whatever the hell's attacking my people.
If. There's a big if. We can figure it out. But we need cooperation with people.
If you're hired by the mage who has a political interest in the town, if you can't handle it, I'll send out for better people, cheaper people, I'm sure.
Political interest?
Right. We don't work for you. We work for someone else. And they're more than happy with us. The fact that you are completely negating the safety of all your people, I could shut you down right now.
Listen, I get it. All right? People are getting hurt. People are getting attacked. But it's a small town. It's a mining town. There's people here that don't want to be found. All right, we're found to find a bit of bad apples. I'm not going to necessarily put us on lockdown. It's what you're here to do.
Does the town have a wall?
No.
How big is the town?
It's enough to house 50 people. Mining equipment, the mining station, got a general store, tavern, hotel.
He's asking so he can build a wall.
Yeah. Greg is writing up statistics, resources.
It would take you a couple of months to surround the necessary area.
So, you're right. We are here to make sure this all stops. And effective immediately, your town is on lockdown and has a curfew at sundown. Everyone has to be in a building, and no one goes anywhere unattended.
So they have to be indoors, right?
Yes.
Fine, I'll just get my carpenter to install a door on the mine and we can keep working.
Not
Sure.
quite.
Now, you said indoors. I'm applying with your own rules you set.
Was there an attack in the mine?
No, there was one near it.
Oh, okay. As long as your night shift is in there when the sun is still up, and they come out when the sun comes back up.
12-hour shifts.
All right, I can manage that. We'll change the shift hours, but they might complain, but it's for their safety, right?
Make it work. Without.
Only us and the Protector and anyone the Protector deems necessary will be allowed outside the building. Any building.
All right, fair enough.
That includes you. You need to stay inside as well.
It's my town. I'll go wherever the hell I want. You're gonna upset.
Go get eaten
you're gonna
then.
upset. What's his name? Where's his name?
The dude with the face.
The tavern owner.
Yeah, the tavern owner.
Tavern owner is
Fidwick. Figwick Haversham. You're gonna upset Haversham because most of his customers can't. Well, maybe you could charge for rooms.
I was just gonna say, if anything, that would actually work really well because people will get stuck at the bar when curfew comes down.
Yeah, I don't really care about anybody's bottom line.
We are primarily more concerned with safety.
And if I'm not going to have compliance from the town to do what they need to do, I will enforce the compliance.
All right, fine. I'll let everyone know, starting in the morning. And 12-hour shifts at the mine.
This evening, because you've already had an attack.
And
everybody's here.
This is just a temporary safety measure until we're able to get to the bottom of this. On that note, I did want to ask you, sir. We've been hearing rumors about druids to the southeast, possibly. Now, do you have any? Have you had any interactions with any such persons?
I've never interacted with any druids in this area. They're just rumors. I haven't seen one, haven't heard one. I haven't stepped on
We
a...
probably won't.
I haven't disgraced any burial sites that I know of. I haven't found any bones anywhere.
Yeah, and you probably won't. Yeah, Hagatha's kind of done with this guy, so she's gonna start walking back towards the inn we're staying at.
It's the same place.
We're there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on. Don't go back inside. I would like for either Greg or someone who's got a better nature than me, or survival or whatever, to kind of pick a location in the town for us to camp out in a
Oh, that's right. We were doing a stakeout.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I got a +3 in nature, so.
same.
In terms of finding a spot in town to stake out the whole town.
So
could-
there's that one area that Ray mentioned, but I would like to stay in the town to see if we can see anything closer, because if something comes in and we're way up here, it's gonna take us forever to get down.
What if we... Can't believe I'm gonna say this. What if we like split up and have like one person?
We can't do that, not with the spell that I'm gonna cast.
Oh, okay.
Out of curiosity, is there anyone in the room who looks like they're sporting a brand new gut wound?
Roll a perception check on that.
I would like Cutter to assist. Actually, I would like to assist Cutter in making a perception check.
Why don't you go ahead and take an inspiration as well?
Ooh.
I might freaking need it. That your inspirations are D6s?
D8.
Oh, D8s. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need that because I rolled an 8 on the dice. For 12.
Wow.
Anyone spouting a new wound?
Nope. Nobody's favoring a side or anything like that.
See, I don't know if Hagatha would think to wisdom. Yeah, no.
All right. As far as finding a spot in town, that would need to be roof access.
I mean, it could be on a roof as well.
A roof wouldn't be a bad idea, because then you get more. Because it sounds like the thing comes out of like.
But do we think they're going to be back? They were injured, and they've already made an attack tonight.
Yeah.
We can do this every night.
True.
When do we sleep?
We can sleep.
Well, we'd sleep in shifts.
Oh.
Yeah.
Actually, is the tavern / inn relatively central to town?
Relatively.
And I do have Oog up in that tree that we found.
We got Oog keeping watch in the tree. We can take shifts and keep watch from here in the actual inn. I mean, we've already bought these rooms. It'd be nice to use them.
What about on top of the inn?
Yeah.
We could.
Yeah.
Can we ask the innkeeper guy if we can get roof access?
Yes, there's a ladder out back you can climb, but I have to protest. I don't have enough room for the entire town, and the entire town cannot stay here. If I thought most everyone here shares an adjacent bunkhouse or bunk door with each other. If they were to leave in pairs and escort each other home, so we
Or
can
you
get.
can charge them all for the rooms. Ours are open.
Actually,
Well, I
travel
thought we were
buddy,
sleeping in
buddy
shifts.
system might be a good idea here.
I have 5 rooms in total.
Yeah.
I can't.
Buddy
We're
system.
not going to sleep in ours tonight.
There's 50 people here.
Speak for yourself.
I honestly think a buddy system might actually be effective here. Because
Just
all of the victims have been isolated. They've all been in isolated places. If we inform people, try to keep to the main roads, go with a buddy. Plus, I don't think there's going to be a second attack tonight, simply with how quickly that thing seemed to be moving away from town.
Just to get enough people back to their own quarters or domiciles or lean-tos or whatever these people sleep in, just so that we can get on our shift. I mean, I could accommodate a few more, but everyone stay here every night, it'd be too much for me. I can't keep up. I'm a one-man operation.
Yeah, I would just say just do the buddy system and try to be inside at night.
Try and get home as quickly as possible.
No dilly-dallying.
Buddy system when traveling out at night.
I'm going to head up to the roof.
I feel like that would be a safer compromise.
Yeah,
Plus,
we just...
if anything does happen, there's more witnesses that we can interview.
Exactly. Yeah, but I agree that...
This is always the bad part about murder investigations is, unfortunately, the more victims there are, the more information you get. Which is always kind of that unfortunate thing.
Nookie, you're taking first step on the roof?
Oh, yeah.
All right, perception checks.
19 plus
Ooh.
3.
19
So,
plus 3.
22.
22. You are able to observe people leaving in teams, back to their places. You do catch Duban just walking off by himself, like, fuck you, fuck your rules, I'm out of here.
Yeah, I don't care if he dies.
But your shift goes off without any crazy incidences.
I would have telepathically told the other two to come up, and while up there with the other two, I am going to cast Leland's Tiny Hut.
Ooh!
The tiny hut!
The tiny hut!
And we can see through the invisible walls. Everything in here is temperate and comfortable. So, I can dim and darken the lights as needed, and nothing can see in.
Gotta love them tiny huts.
It's perfect for doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Greg
And
puts
we
out
can
his
get-
little white noise maker.
And we can get 8 hours of sleep, because it lasts 8 hours.
Nice.
All right, so, Nookie, you take first shift. Nothing has happened. Who would like to take second?
Greg and Cutter will take second.
Okay.
Good old Cutter giving that help action. Actually, Cutter's going to keep watch. I'm going to help Cutter keep watch. It's a 10.
10?
Yep.
Nothing crazy. And Miss Hagatha?
The town gets murdered on Greg's watch.
I don't know. I was watching the woods, and the town bursts into flames.
Perception, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Natural 20.
Nothing crazy happens on your end. The sun comes up on
One of the ways the 20.
Ug does come back. And it's like, the sun came up, I didn't know what to do, so I'm here.
Oh, you're good. You did
Now,
good.
he's outside of the thing. You can see him.
Oh.
He's like,
Hey, she just kind of quickly whoop, whoop.
You reach a hand out, he's able to attach to you, and you can pull him in.
Yeah.
Um,
You did so good. I'm so proud of you.
we'll say everyone did manage to pull their long rest, so you can hit the buttons. And a new day in town is had.
All right, chicken spells.
As to be expected, nothing happened.
No. All right, good on spells. Greg would have stayed up a little bit at some point to keep working on the box gift.
Okay.
From Nafar.
All right.
So.
Tinker check or
I'm so
something.
amazed at how many of these pieces you don't really need.
Now roll a tinkering check. Yeah, it's
Tinker,
intelligence
tinker,
or
tinker.
dexterity.
Tinker's check. So this is using my intelligence modifier, right?
Mm-hmm.
Plus my proficiency, which is doubled because of the fire rune I have. So that is 19.
19. Make some pretty good headway on this one tonight. You get it to where you think you could turn it on, and you hit the button, and it goes.
Maybe that capacitor was necessary. All right.
But a new day is had.
All right.
All right. I think we should head southeast.
We're gonna go for get a little yeah.
I think whatever we're looking for is southeasterly. It is probably a humanoid who can transform into a wolf. There's rumors of druids. I feel like that's going to be our best bet. Our most proactive choice.
If I were a druid, where would I hang out? In the woods.
Probably in the middle of the woods. And there's woods to the southeast.
Oh.
All the sap and stuff.
Does this town have any horses? Or mules?
They have some beasts of burdens that are designed to pull the carts with ore back and forth.
But nothing that's, like, rideable.
Not directly, no.
Want to go back to that tree that had the tracks end at? Where Ugo's keep an eye on?
Yeah.
At least
That might be a good place to go from, yeah.
Go. Or.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, this seems to be our best direction. Head southeast, continue on from that tree, see if we run into anything or if anything happens to find us. I mean, if there are druids, there's just one druid coming over here. So this might just be a road. There might only be one druid out there, but there might be other druids. And if there are other druids, they might be able to help us to find this one druid who is attacking a human settlement. Dwarven settlement. Civilized settlement.
There you go.
Settlement.
A settlement.
A mining town.
A monument.
What you thinking, Nucky?
Just looking over some spells to see what I got that could help us.
Agatha's got bupkis.
All right, so you head southeast.
Yeah.
Back to your tree.
Back to the tree.
To the tree.
From your observations, nothing has changed of the tree.
I pick up my glowing rock.
Yes, you do.
No, Luke had it. I thought, or did you
I mean,
leave?
did you bring it back?
I would assume so.
Random little bright light zooming through the woods back to us.
It was dimmed because if
It was
you holding it would.
It was actually pretty cool when he closed his hand around it. You couldn't see it. Like he was.
Because he's magical.
He's the shadow.
It's like like Greg, when you wake up, there's a glowing rock next to your head.
God. And it's super bright because Cutter's right next to me. It goes out to a 15-foot range. Oh God!
I would like to
Why is
cast
it so
darkness.
bright?
I don't know the spell, but I would like to cast darkness.
I have it.
Of course you do. All right, so you
Apparently, I have light and dark spells.
Nice. So you trek through the woods. You kind of gather you're going a pretty long direction. You're not really seeing anything or much of anything till about a grand total of a good good hour. And if you would like to individually roll a survival check for me at this hour mark, gain your bearings and whatnot.
Hagatha's gonna face plant. I just feel it.
So that's a 0.
Natural 20 for Hagatha for 21.
Nice. What'd you get, Nooks?
15.
15. So, while you're walking along, Greg, you're caught up in the woods. You're turned around.
There's no street lines.
You're in the woods.
Why are there no straight lines? I do civilization. Okay, woods are weird. No wonder we got rid of them on Ravnica.
So bad.
Hagatha, you come walking along and watching Greg and Cutter just back and forth about the usefulness of trees and woods, and it's supposed to be random, but it's not random. It needs to be lined. That would be a cutting forest. It's a back and forth. Nookie,
It's orderly chaos.
Yeah. Nookie, you're just you're looking around, you're looking at the ground, looking for dog tracks, or canine tracks, you can't find anything. Hagatha, you find this portion of woods where two heavy boughs of trees have sat suspiciously. Like they're different angled from everyone else. And you separate through and you find what appears to be a relatively maintained path.
Hey guys.
Look, all I'm just saying is you can replace trees with artificial oxygenators and you don't need them anymore.
Hey,
Greg. We need trees, for one. And two, I found a path.
There's a path.
A path!
Fine.
God, you need to get out more.
I don't like the outdoors, okay? There's sap everywhere. There's trees. I'm pretty sure I have a rash on my bum. Let's just go.
Hey. Why don't you guys argue a little bit louder so everybody hears us?
I
Don't
go
you
to start
guys
walking down the
have a
path.
telepathic link or something?
We don't have telepathy.
Oh,
Well, we can communicate that way with each other, but that
Yeah,
can be.
Yeah, do
why
that.
don't you do that?
Our therapist told us it's not healthy to keep things inside.
Yeah, there's a 25-step program we got to follow, and Mr. Step 3 over here can't step out of his comfort zone.
Look, I told you I don't do outdoors. I have hay fever. And now it's triggered because we were talking about it. You know this.
Are we surrounded by druids?
No.
I feel like we're surrounded by druids. We're gonna get murdered here.
You don't see anyone.
There's a
Haggis
murder
has
cage,
like already started
murder
walking
tribe.
in.
Only kind of wood I like is polished. All right, you know
I
this.
bet it is.
It's got to come from somewhere.
Yes,
Yeah,
and it can
polishing
come
wood.
from there.
Listen, I don't need to know about your hobbies. Let's go.
What you do with your me time is between you and yourself.
Yeah, he needs to work his wood a little bit more. Would relax him.
All right, fine. Yes, I do need to work on my carpentry more. All right, I get it.
Not what I was talking about, but whatever.
Now, Path.
Path.
Just like under your shoulders.
So it's like walking towards this, just having this argument.
So you guys all get onto the path, and
Beyond the nights was like me.
the woods seem to pull a different vibe here. It's gentler. The sun comes through the trees different and in arcing rays. It's got a calmer. Not that the woods don't have a calming vibe, but it's just got a presence to it.
Very. Woods like this in Joel.
About 5 minutes of walking down this path, all of a sudden you hear the moaning and groaning of the trees, and branches shoot and surround the party in like a 10-foot bubble.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, that seems right.
Coming from the woods outside of this branch bubble, you hear, "Halt! For you trespass on land not meant for you."
I 100% agree.
Are you druids?
You are squatters from the mountain. You shouldn't
No.
be here.
Technically, no.
No.
No, we're just here to help the squatters at the mountain.
Notice that we're clean.
That too. Well,
I'm clean.
I polish my armor daily.
Yeah, we know.
I have a dry screw that I can run through my hair.
What is your purpose for being this way?
we're looking for the druids. We heard you guys were in the woods.
I mean, that's kind of what druids. Yep.
Yeah. We need your help.
We have some questions.
Is it help or questions you seek?
Both.
We don't come with hostile intent.
Mhm.
But if attacked, we will defend ourselves.
That is the way of things.
We promise not to attack?
I mean, we're kind of surrounded by Groot here, so I mean.
Roll a Noki, roll a persuasion check.
Okay, that's a 29.
29. A portion of the branches open up for a very frail, not frail, I say older, or
Hold the bat.
older elven man comes through. He wears rough clothing, carries a staff with him. He has a like what would be a fur stole, but it is made of moss. I am Chieftain Uruk Morsborn. Mossborn.
Yeah, we're just gonna call you Moz.
That makes sense.
He said Uruk?
Uruk.
Uruk.
Can we call you Moss for short?
You can call me Chieftain or Mossborn.
Moz it is.
Hagaba, maybe we don't fuck around this time.
All right.
If you seek the help of the druids, you will come this way. And the trees rescend, and he walks down the path.
Thanks, Groot.
Follow.
One of the you could swear one of the trees went with a salute. A few more minutes down the path, and through a push of branches, you find yourself in a village. The village flows with the land and the trees. Moss and thatch-covered roofs fill domiciles that fit in pockets of the area that flow with it, so it's all blended very well together. You see drying herbs hang from bundles next to smoked like fish and other meats. You see small half-elven children, 4 of them, push by with a wooden hoop and a stick. There are several people milling about, a few in guard-like positions. A central cooking fire burns in the middle of the village. And then Uruk leads you to a larger structure. This is my home. Join me. And you walk in, and there's more herbs hanging, and bones, and different dried flowers, and plants growing, and it's kind of a humid vibe inside. He sits on this chair made out of wood and stone in the back, and motions you all to sit on the ground.
I have that. I still have that clockwork fish
Mm-hmm.
in a bowl.
Yes.
I kind of want to give it to him as a gift. Be like, good faith.
No.
Why?
No metal for them.
Is it metal?
No
It's
metal.
on glass. Water.
Yet, it's not a natural occurring thing. The water is the only natural thing there. They won't like it.
Never mind. Never mind.
So why have you sought out my tribe?
We're investigating a series of attacks and one murder that has been occurring in the mining town. There's a person or creature has been attacking people in the late night and has been running away into a southeasterly direction, in the direction of, well, I suppose, this place. We wish to inquire if you had any insight as to any creatures in the woods, or possibly any persons who might be carrying out such attacks.
With a heavy sigh, you see he sits back. Yes, I know of these attacks. They have regrettably been carried out by my younger son. He is a young, naive boy, and took his vow of protection that we all take to keep the mountains safe. A little too literally. I was only made aware of this last night when he returned home with a stab wound to his belly.
Does he need any healing?
Oh, no, we were taking care of it, and this is one of those injuries that needs to hurt.
I get it.
May I inquire, Chief Mossborn, with your intention with him once he is healed? As we have said, there has been a person killed, as well as several others injured.
Atonement will be made. But he must first recover.
We're not here to judge or punish anyone. We're here to investigate the incident. Now we know that who the culprit is. Will these attacks stop?
They will not be portrayed by my son anymore. But know that
Are there others in your tribe that would take up the mantle that he had set forth?
we have sworn a sacred, an ancient vow to guard this mountain, and we will protect it.
May we ask why you seek to protect this mountain?
We guard the mountain which keeps them away.
Keep who away? The miners?
We do not speak their name. To do so gives them power. And with that power, they could break the gate.
Ah, so it's not the miners.
The miners do pose a risk to the gate, but we have been keeping an eye on them. We do have a spy in town.
Ooh.
What do you know about the magic preventing the mining to occur?
That is the mountain protecting itself. And the gate.
Along with the time difference thing? That's mountain as well?
I am not sure of the exact magics, but from what I've been told, it is meant to frustrate and confuse all those who come here.
Well, it's definitely doing the job. But dwarves are stubborn.
I have encountered that.
Chief Mossborn, is there a reason as to why you have not approached the mining town's lead, whatever his name is, Deban? Deban.
Dumbass.
As I said, we'd have a man in town, and we are hoping that he would leave on their own with the difficulty it is to do their work.
They have complete disregard for... He has complete disregard for his workers' safety. They're not leaving anytime soon.
They have an entire town kind of built around the mine. Because that's their livelihood. They think that it's...
Is there an alternate location where they could mine similar resources without disturbing the gate?
Not on this mountain.
Chief Mossborn, this may be a matter of which it might be best for you to make yourselves known, at least to the mayor of the town, so that you may cooperate. You obviously don't necessarily seem to have a problem with mining in and of itself, but your worry seems to be more that the mining may disturb or trigger this gateway, or release it. I'm not sure on the exact nature of this. It may be best to communicate with him so that you can find some sort of middle ground, or at least make him aware that he meddles with something incredibly dangerous.
Honestly, I wouldn't even talk to the mayor. I would talk to the protector. She seems more reasonable.
I think we should talk to the entire town. If the chieftain is willing to either accompany us with some of the other druids here, we could potentially get a town meeting so that they can plead their case to the town. And at that point,
But
You
the
know?
druids tend to be kind of secretive society unless stumbled upon like we did.
Well, it may be
Okay.
best too, because we may not be able to go back to town and simply say the culprit has been dealt with. They may wish to. They may call for
Should.
actual blood, as blood has been spilled.
Vengeance
Might
or
be
not, justice, as they say.
it might be best for you to talk with them directly, so as to guarantee that not only will your son be dealt with by your people, but there will not be repercussions from the miners.
It may be wise counsel to speak with them, but everything in its own time. The mountain has been here for thousands of years, as have we.
What happens if the gates open?
The terrible things. They wish to wake the mountain.
Wake the mountain.
May I ask, who was this who lost their life?
A dwarf by the name of Joluk. Joe. Started with a J. I know it started with a J.
His name's Jay.
Meh.
Oh wait. Oh my God, where is it? Victims. Jolax.
Relax.
Jolax Brokenstone. He was a resident of 4 years. He was yes, he was bitten to death.
So this mine has been here for 8 years, right?
Yes.
And the attacks only started now?
Recently?
My son was, your short lifespan with human years would be equivalent to 10 when the mine started. He is now an adult in the tribe. It was when you take your vow of protection. You say Jolax Brokenstone as the poor soul that lost their life.
Yes.
That is horrible news. That
Was
was.
he your-
That was. Now, I am the only one who knew his identity within the tribe.
We're not going to expose anything to the town of who did this. That's not our purpose. Our purpose is to ensure that the attacks stop.
My son will not be attacking them anymore.
But if they continue mining and getting closer to unleashing whatever unknown hell is behind that gate, you guys are going to defend the mountain. Or
Yes,
defend
of
the
course.
gate.
Hagatha looks at Nookie and be like, "Do you think it would be better if we just tell the town about the gate and what they're doing to it?"
They don't care.
That'll be, well, I mean, even then, that would be a short-term solution. Long-term solution here is these two groups communicating, which it sounds like is a plan, just not necessarily an immediate one.
The long-term solution is for them to stop mining at the mine. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen because, as you have seen, they don't care about the safety of their own people. They just care about the money.
What if we found them another mountain to mine?
With
It has
adamantine
both gold
and
and adamantine.
That is a
They're both
very
very
rare
rare.
mixture.
Yeah.
Mm.
I actually have a question for Chief Mossborn. Chief Mossborn, has your son been acting, besides obvious that he's attacking people, has his behavior been different than in the last few months, besides the obvious sneaking out and attacking people?
He has been infatuated with a book that we
Damn
have
it.
found in the woods. In fact, it
The
was
Book of Vile Darkness.
no, well, no, it was a storybook about a creature known as a vampire, vampire, something.
Big, sharp, pointy teeth.
I wasn't too interested. It's a book from the civilization, and that's not my concern.
Sanguis parasitis.
What?
What?
Blood parasite. Technically, vampires can be called sanguine parasitis.
Oh. Right.
Fucking nerd.
I apologize that I have life hobbies.
We get back and go straight to the woodshed. I don't care.
Do you happen to have this book?
Yes, I did take it from him. He reaches. You see, he reaches out, and a vine curls up out of the wall, holding this book.
Oh, that's an evil book. That's an evil book.
Um,
That's Twilight New Dawn.
That would explain all the women. Or possibly he's coming to terms with himself because he attacked a lot of dwarven men.
Interview with the vampire?
May I see the book for a moment?
Yes.
Hagatha, can you detect magic on this book?
Yeah, she does.
It is a mundane book.
Yeah,
Nah,
okay.
I got nothing.
Is there
I thought I had something there.
There
Okay.
is a title to it.
Is it in common?
It is.
Flip it open.
Is it Twilight New Dawn?
No. It reads A History of Barovia.
Oh, God.
It's a history book, the most evil kind. No.
I start speed reading.
Strahd von Azorovich.
Oh, so you know the man who penned it. You look at the book and it says at the bottom, by Strahd.
Is that a first edition?
Second.
Yeah, he's not a great guy. I deal with him every other weekend. Kind of sucks.
All right.
Easy, Deadpool. I know you're done with dead vampires. That's why I give you a fake one.
Oh, I hate it so much.
All right. Well, it doesn't seem like it's an evil book.
No, just the person who wrote it.
But please take it. We don't need it here. Don't need it getting into his head again.
Deposit the book into my bag.
I'm gonna message Arrow asking her how the my request of information has come, because I want to see if it's related to the issue at hand with the mountain.
Hold on.
What question was that?
I asked for information on the Netheril Empire, the Nether Scrolls, and the Netherese themselves.
Oh, that's right.
I want to do the fancy voice here, so I gotta get the program running, because I forgot to bring it up.
Actually, I probably would have said Netheril or Netherese when I was communicating. Did he hear that?
Yeah. So you ask. Unfortunately, requests of that nature take 72 hours to process per standard.
Is there a way we can expedite this due to an emergency situation?
You'll have to file the correct emergency paperwork.
Greg.
Just send it, please.
I can fill it out for you.
Okay.
I mean, I am a personal assistant.
Yeah, but why are you being nice?
I'm always nice, Captain.
Never called you captain.
I bring up Arrow's code. I check it for sudden recent changes that I didn't do.
It's a lot of changes. You're going to be there a while.
Oh, is this from the update?
The last patch changed something, and now the whole system's
just completely messed up.
Well, yes, please file the paperwork. We need to know as soon as possible. Because I have a feeling that something bad is going to happen, regardless of whatever we try to do to stop it.
To be on the safe side, I actually do want to go over the dates of the attacks with the chieftain, just to see if there are any days where someone was attacked in the village and his son was accounted for, to see if there might have been like additional partners.
Greg, can you come here, just
yes.
Do you see any calendars on the walls here, or walls?
No, that's why I was going to relay it in terms of lunar days.
Okay.
I know how to communicate with people.
I don't think they really seem to have a tracking system either. Oh, this person left on this date.
Previous week on such and such a day, this person was attacked. Was your son missing at this time? This is purely to ensure that there's no possibility that anyone other than him might have been involved.
My son was supposedly accounted for at that times. We never had the need to keep an eye on anyone like this before.
Is it possible to ask him?
I do believe he did act alone.
Insight check.
Okay.
It's the old man the whole time.
He doesn't have a son. My insight checks a 7. Reveal your secrets.
From what you can tell, he's saying the truth.
As he's holding a bleeding stomach. Our perceptions are amazing.
It's funny.
I'm a low character. I'm sorry.
It's funny as you say that, Brian, because he does stand to. If you wish, you can talk to the boy. And the chieftain takes 3 steps, and you feel a pulse in the room, and he grabs his chest, and he falls to a knee, and he breathes heavy. The first seal has been broken. We must.
Arrow, what's the status?
I need to defend the gate. And he stands up and he starts hobbling out the door.
Following after.
There was a door?
Yeah, to the room.
The archway, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
He goes to this gigantic tree, waves his hand, a seam bursts through the tree, and on the other side you do see the village. It's like, are you coming or not? And he
Let's
steps
go.
through.
Fuck yeah, tree
Walking
stride.
through.
um,
Takes us hours to get back.
and he, for being an older man, he manages to run through the tree. And you are running through the town, and the ground is shaking and rumbling, and the fires in town have burst open, and up, and he runs towards the mine. And as you enter the mine, miners are running and screaming. Tree roots are coming out of the mine and whipping and flailing about. You get you hear them screaming that the trees have come alive and they're attacking, and there's magic forces, and there's laughing.
Laughing?
A little bit into the cave, you see Carl Duban, and he is dragging a unconscious Protector de Sorel out. He himself is looking battered and beaten, but de Sorel is hurt extremely bad, and she's knocked unconscious.
Is she in death save throws?
Make a medicine check.
Ooh, Agatha wants to do this.
All right, go for it, Agatha.
Okay.
She has a +4, and she has the she can
The healer
God.
thing.
You have healer's kits.
Yeah, the healer's kits, and the spends 1 use of the healer's kit to tend to a creature and restore 1d6 +4 plus an additional HP equal to the creature's maximum number of hit points. Yeah. Okay. Anyway.
D6 plus 4.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna do the. Do I need to do D20 first, or for the medicine check?
Yes.
Okay. Do that first. Yeah, I'm gonna need it because I rolled a 3. You said it's a D8 for yours.
Yeah.
You have a talisman too.
I do, and I'm probably gonna need that. Whoop. It's 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, and I'm gonna use that talisman. That's definitely not gonna be enough. Come on! Oh, and it's a 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12.
12.
Oh, wait, didn't... Oh, yeah. Yeah.
12 is enough to you feel that she's not going to bleed out anytime soon, but she's not coming back from unconsciousness.
As long as she's not gonna bleed out.
I think of it as a stabilization, as loosely as the word can be.
I give her a greater healing potion.
All right. The greater's what?
4d4 plus 4.
4D.
So
So it,
points total.
21. You see she, her breath changes. She's still knocked out, but she looks a lot better than she was.
at least more comfortable.
Yeah.
Is there anyone else still in the mine?
There's a few men that stayed in the area, but I did tell them to get out. They were trying to free some other people from the crazy trees that came alive.
Yes, apparently you've been mining over an ancient gate that leads to some sort of unworldly horror. We just found this out.
Yeah, but the miners broke through the deepest wall in the main cavern. There's a massive tree in there.
Yeah, that's probably what the gate was covering.
Myself and de Sorel were called in. We went in to investigate. Mossborn goes, "But did you touch the tree?" Tuban says, "Yes, she touched it." And then a wave of force come blasting out, damn near killing us. That's when the roots and plants began to attack. No one but the tribe can touch that gate. It is the sanctum protecting itself. Let us pray the gate remains strong. And he takes off down the tunnel.
I follow.
I follow.
Same.
Whee!
When you get close, you guys notice that some other miners are pulling some other people out, and firemen carry or shoulder carrying. People look beat and thrashed about. But as they get close enough, Mossburn, he waves his hand, and a pulse of energy comes out, and all the trees stop, and roots stop, and they begin to slowly, just kind of very slowly fall back. Now, if you will take a look at roll 20 here, it'll give me a moment to switch you over.
Ooh. Fancy.
Hold on, my roll.
Ooh, that's a pretty map.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
For some reason, it's not
so
popping up on the... Oh, nope, didn't mean to do that.
It's such a pretty map. But da, 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 da. And now you'll have that going through your head for the rest of the day.
There it goes. There, everybody. Now you get to see the pretty map. Woo!
Woo!
It's so pretty.
Is that
Look at
gold leaf?
Look at them lily pads.
Yes.
Reminds me of the swamp.
Well, this is what you all see. You'll be down at the bottom of the map on the walkway in this general area. Now.
Whoop, burp.
We will be?
Yes, you will be shortly.
Right.
Oh.
Well, I gotta get on the right layer.
I really don't want to walk in between those two orbs. I've seen the never-ending story.
Never-ending story.
Wait, which one?
Atraxis!
Let me pop this guy into existence. That is the chieftain right there.
Spooky.
And I guess what it kind of looks like.
Cool dude.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like the Forsworn out of Skyrim.
A little bit like that. All right, hold on. Zoomy, and down. So, Mossborn enters in and says, "Everything appears to be intact."
Do we see that golden tree?
Oh yeah, very prominent. In fact, it was not just golden leaves; they're glowing gold.
Can I roll a knowledge arcana to identify? Or nature or history?
They're glowing leaves. You've never seen a glowing leaf before. I would say you would want to lean towards magic on that one.
Yeah.
Can I get in on this?
Sure can.
What do you have for magic? Or arcana?
I have a +3, but I also rolled a nat 20, so I'm happy about that.
Never mind.
Roll a different dice real quick before I go and retrieve that one. I rolled a 10. It's plants. I'm still affected by hay fever.
Thank you, charity dice. That was my stack up dice.
God, I wish I'd used that one. Okay. All right. I got a 10. He got a 20. Not 20.
Not 20?
What am I?
So with that nat 20, this is a very, very, very powerful magic in this room. Center point on the tree. You can't exactly identify what it is, but using your intelligence and your knowledge of magic, kind of piecing it together, that's probably the gate.
Yep.
A sacred tree, if you will.
Maybe it's sacred. All right.
Anybody else
Um,
like to do something?
I want to touch the tree.
I want to touch the butt. No.
Well, so remember that time we were in Shoal?
There's one time in Chalt.
And there's that magical like rift.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's how I became a sorcerer. I kind of.
If I touch this tree, I'll become even more powerful.
It's kind of Super Saiyan.
I was just over
Trigger
9,000.
reincarnate again.
You are, Sir Nookie, you are feeling a buzz.
Oh yeah, no, I know. Yeah. All right.
You are feeling a buzz to the...
Must touch tree.
Hey, chieftain, what happens if I? Can I touch that tree?
No, I would not recommend you touch that tree.
I want to touch the tree.
It'd be a lot cooler if I could.
As it would be.
There's nothing else in here that's of necessary interest. Like what
No,
are these?
just
What are these orbs?
tree.
You notice they're like glowing orbs of water suspended in between the bottom of like the hands and the bottom of the statue, the plinth that is on.
Hagatha, what's your? Can you detect magic on that?
I'll certainly give it a try. I do the thing.
You get a look at it. It's kind of like a controlled water kind of thing, like a permanent.
No, the tree.
The
On
tree.
the tree. The tree. This is all the source of those magics you were feeling earlier. It's divination, evocation.
It's the whole kit and caboodle.
You get a sense of illusion in the area as well. It's kind of emanating. You get divine magic. This is that focal point.
This thing has like all the magics. All the magics. Put your leaves up.
The leaves on the ground. Is there anything like they've fallen off the tree? Can I pick one up?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I kind of want to lean over and look in the water. Is the water clear?
Nookie, as you pick up a leaf, you feel an arcane buzz to your hand. Ooh. Greg, you look in the water and you see a cave fish just swimming around. Doing their thing.
Nothing nefarious. Nothing.
I eat
nothing
the leaf.
You eat the leaf.
I eat the leaf.
You bite into the leaf. You get pop.
Didn't your mother tell you not to put things in your mouth?
You feel like a force and a pop, and it hurts your teeth. You ever bite into something that had so much sugar your teeth hurt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or something frozen.
Yeah, like that. It's like you get it out of your mouth, kind of.
Oh well, me and Nookie have clearly different reactions. I would have finished it.
Yep.
Like, oh, that just means I need to eat it faster.
Gather all of these up. I'm having a salad.
All right. So.
Does anyone have any arcane dressing?
You
It's chocolate syrup.
As you all begin to explore, you hear a movement of rock. And you all look up, and you see a larger tree root coming from the top. That coming down, and as it's curling back in, it whips a little bit and dislodges a chunk of the ceiling, and it falls, and it smacks into the back wall. Perception check, everybody.
Back wall as in behind the tree?
As in
or
behind the tree. So, like, up here.
16.
16.
19. 19 total.
19?
Potter
Yep.
got a 12, Greg got a 0.
Okay.
Second
Agatha got an
next
8.
An 8.
Agatha's not doing so hot tonight.
Hagatha's picking up leaves now.
Nookie,
Mm-hmm.
something's off with that wall. Because the rock hits, it makes a smacking noise, and it comes out, and it plows into the back of the tree.
The rock?
The rock.
It bounced off the adamantine.
Right. So, since you heard it,
Yeah.
you saw it, you're paying attention to it, I need you to roll an intelligence check for me.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Maybe I should have taken the feat that gave me perception or proficiency. No.
It's just a straight intelligence
Just
check.
just straight intelligence.
Okay, it's 17.
17.
So 15 plus 2.
Okay. Cool. It hits the tree. The tree itself begins to, in the base and the shaft of the tree, you see a crack of blue, purple, and green and golden light begin to form. The leaves dull, and the tree splits down the center, opening up.
Oh no!
One side of the tree falls to the left, one side to the right, and then a glowing purple rift appears. I need everyone at this moment to make a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity.
What are we trying to do?
You're avoiding a pulse wave of force. You're dodging.
Of force or just arcane energy? Or magic energy? I should say.
It's a pulse of magical energy that comes out in a forceful wave.
Part of me doesn't want to make this save.
17 from Greg, 22 from Cutter.
Okay.
Dex.
Don't kill Cutter. I want him to actually participate in the fight.
Agatha rolled a 7.
A 7.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you get, Nucky?
Well, I got a 21, but I'm magic hungry. So
Should I be rolling ones for Oog, or is he because he's part of my shadow, or he is my shadow, that he just sticks with?
He just
what
sticks
I
with
roll?
you for
Okay,
now
that's-
until I can
that's kinda
finish building him. So, if you got a 15 or higher, you will take 11.
Agatha didn't.
You will take 21
Okay.
points of force damage.
No,
My
Cutter.
way.
Cutter's alive. Cutter's still there. Cutter is a thing.
And
Ow.
right before we go ahead and leave for the evening, you see pushing out of the porthole, this little guy comes pulling out. A round ball with multiple eyes and eye stalks and a mouth and one central eye, and a whole bunch of little eyes around it.
Oh, this thingy.
Ooh. Ooh.
And we'll open him up so everyone can see him. Bam, that ugly dude.
No.
And that's where we'll pick up next week.
Eee. Oof.
Guys,
Cool.
we're gonna fight
Great.
a beholderkin.
So,
Beholderkin.
Yes,
So it's
hold on.
not a beholder, but it's.
No, it's a beholder.
it's a beholder.
Oh, but it's a small one?
Beholderkin is a broad spectrum topic that refers to actually several different creatures.
Yeah, like that. Which beholder is that? That's gonna drive me nuts.
Yes. So, we will meet you all again here next week for the upcoming battle in the sanctum of the gated tree.
Mm.
I want to thank you all for watching and sticking with us today. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Twitch. You can find us on YouTube. You can email us at pacttactics@gmail.com. That's packed with a T. We'd love to hear from you. If you like our other stuff, please go through our catalog of videos. Watch, love, enjoy, laugh, cry, stare in amazement as we do something stupid. Then let us know about it, because we'd love to hear what you guys think of our videos. We are getting real close to hitting 60 subscribers too on YouTube.
Thank you, everyone.
So if you're subscribed here on YouTube and not Twitch, go ahead and subscribe over there too, because there are things in the works that will benefit you for going and watch us on Twitch. So we're going to try and transition our audience over to Twitch, because there's a lot more interactive stuff we can do over there. And we are learning and figuring out, seeing what we want to do and stuff like that. So thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next Tuesday. Bye.